you ended up catching a missing person.
Right.
And that was just on patrol, and they told you you got to investigate it. So tell me about that case and what happened.
So I was working on patrol, and I got a call about a missing person, and this guy's sister had said, "This gal's missing, and I think my brother killed her." So yeah, why is that? Well, we went into his house, and he's burning her clothes. Really? Yeah, come here and look. She walked me over to where the guy had been staying. He wasn't living there at that time, and opened up his. He had a little pot-bellied stove, and there were buttons from jeans in it. That's weird. This guy was with another gal at this point, and he ended up having a domestic with her. And the guy that's our chief deputy now called me one morning. This is a month or so down the road. Says so and so just had a domestic, and she told me that he had told her that he killed his last wife, and it would be nothing for him to kill her. I'm thinking, oh, gosh, now what do we do? So this was in 2005. Internet's kind of just getting going pretty good. And I did everything I could to try to locate that gal, and I couldn't find her. I got a hold of her family out in Kansas City. I asked them who I could talk to, who's the last one that talked to her, the whole bit. Can't find her. Now I got to go talk to him. And he was living in Idaho County at the time. So me and another deputy drove up there and just kind of played dumb, where's she at? She got mad and she just left one day and just, I don't know. She just gone. Would you guys get divorced? Didn't think I needed to. She was just gone. Okay. Oh, well, talk to you later. In the meantime, the family out in Kansas City had sent me out a box that had all the letters that this guy had wrote to this gal in the past when he would send her home. They'd get in a fight and put her on a bus, ship her back to Kansas City. And I had a big box full of letters. And it talked about all if you're going to come back, you're going to do this, and you're going to wear makeup, and you're not going to argue, and you're going to have my dinner ready when I come home, and my clothes are going to be, and it was just like, I don't think you're supposed to talk to people like that. So I went through all the letters, and I'm thinking, there's correspondence between these two. And this last time, there's no correspondence. So we're going to go back to Idaho County, and the girlfriend came back to Wendell, and he had shot at her and had punched her out. She was beaten up pretty badly, and she called to make a complaint, and I went out and talked to her. She said, he shot at me with this pistol. He keeps it here. He's got a marijuana grow out here. And he told me that he killed his wife, and it would be nothing for him to kill me, and now he shot at me, and he's beat me up. So I knew he was a convicted felon, and I got a hold of Idaho County and said, hey, maybe we come up a little bit earlier, and this is what's going on. So I went up, and they put me in front of a judge, and I swore out a search warrant. We went, and the judge put an arrest warrant on him at that time for $1 million. And we rolled in there, and the detective from Idaho County went in and talked to him first, and I was just kind of standing behind him, and he said, this kid's not going away. You need to tell him, because he knows. And then he did. When I went in there and talked to him, he told me. I was like, oh my God. And he said that he'd got home from work and she wasn't home. She'd been at a party, and he said, I sat there, and the more I thought about it, the more pissed off I got. She come home, strangled her. Well, how long did you choke her for? He said, about 7 minutes. Okay. Where's she at? And I had to call Sean and say, hey, he said he did it. He said, he what? He said he did it, buried out in the wrecking yard. So he put Derek up in an airplane and started taking pictures. And we didn't have emails that you could send pictures on. They were faxing pictures. And so it was horrible. The pictures that we were getting. Showed him the pictures and he put an X on it. And we found her right there. And she was wearing the clothes that he said that she was wearing. And he said that when he had put her in the hole to stuff her in, he said, I think I broke her leg. Her leg was broke. And when we exhumed her, we got every bone back except for the hyoid bone. And the pathologist said that is if you have someone that's strangled, your hyoid bone will break, and it's the first to decompose. So this goes hand in hand with what he said that he had done.
How remorseful was this guy?
I don't know that he was.
It just sounds like he's telling you this as a matter of fact.
It was just, this is what happened. And I think he just got out of prison a couple years ago, and he's already had some domestics called in on him.
Wow.
Same statements, over killing people, and
is he living here in the county?
In one of the adjoining counties.
Luckily, it's not your
right.
issue.